As a doll, I'm infamous. I'm one of the most notorious slashers in history, and I don't want to give that up. I am Chucky, the killer doll, and I see it.
Mike Comtech doing a follow-up video here on Chucky. I came to the conclusion on the cheek problem that when I took the power off, right when he had both cheeks up position, I shut the power off and they were both up. I really do believe when I turned it back on, it reinitialized. This servo on his left went too far up and actually popped that actuator out of that square mounting hole there. It actually had enough force to just pop it clear out because it made quite a snap. Really think that's what happened. So I think the controller didn't know where it was. It did a reset on the servos, and when it did that, it pulled it out of there. I really think that's what happened. So that could be an issue that some people on YouTube, when they do their videos, I've seen some of them, the one cheek doesn't move. I've seen a lot of comments where one side of the cheek quits for no reason. That could be part of it. If they're shutting it off, it could be a little system problem when it reinitializes. That screw didn't have anything to do with it. The screw just didn't get put in. It was rolling around inside that head cavity. And I wanted to verify the switching they used inside here on these switches. So I removed the cover right here. As I figured, there was a micro switch right here, and there's a positioning, there's a cam on that, on the output shaft of the motor. Now you watch it here.
There is a limit to how much I can take.
See, it spins around, it will hit that leaf switch. That also gives feedback to the controller where it is, and that goes for every motor on here. So each one of the motors that Chucky uses has a either normally open or normally closed. I haven't tested the output yet on that to see what they're using, because that is a single pole double throw micro switch. They could either be using the normally closed, usually the common is in the center, and then one of these is the normally open or normally closed. And then so that's what they are using in there, is micro switches. And then the motor is actually right here, so that's the red and black. And I did look back on the video on when I first started. These two motors were indeed reversed right from the factory. The blue one was hooked to the white, and the white was hooked to the blue. So that's going to screw up the programming, because, you know, if the controller expects to move the torso, this motor was moving, you know, for the torso, and then this motor was moving for the knife, which today he's stabbed a skull, it looks like. Hey, yeah, I'm going to do a little some mods of that. We could put some lights in there or something. And I have to tap off of here where to find where to do that. But that would definitely mess the programming up, because of the, you know, this motor's supposed to do the torso. Well, this one was doing the torso job, and this motor was supposed to be doing the up and down knife action, and then the rocking the head back and forth, because this motor rides inside of a pivot mechanism in here, rides with that when this motor does a double duty. It's pulling the head back this direction. So when he rocks back just like that, he rocks back, and then that whole motor pivots right in here. This is on a pivot system here, and then this one's running the knife. So yes, that would have messed all that up, since these two reversed. They have the same pin outs. The voltage is in the same spot, but definitely the the motor programming mechanically was definitely would have been turned right around. So I switched that, of course. And then now I noticed that, yeah, he moves a whole lot better. Yoda, I've got it turned on here and running it a little bit today too, to check him out. But that's the follow-up on Chucky, is that that's what I came to conclusion with, because right after I interrupted the power, and those were two in the air, those two cheeks were in the air, then when I reinitialized it, boom, there it was. And here's my little timer circuit that I have to automatically to exercise it. So it ran several hours every minute. So every minute he kicks up. So, you know, you got, so 60 times an hour. He's been running now 10 hours. So do the math there. That's how many times he's activated. And not one single problem here on the cheek servos at all. Not at all. And there are two different versions of Chucky. There's this version where the eyes will come to a rest in this position, and then there's another version where the eyes are a lot more open when it stops. And actually, if you look very close on the videos on YouTube, for the ones that have the eyes that are staying open, it's a different routine on how these eyes are being programmed to run. Now, what did they change the servers? Or did they, the servos, I'm sorry, the servos, or did they change the programming in the control box? But that still doesn't, I think they changed something in the mechanical here in the servos, because, like I said, if I unplug that while he's got his eyes wide open, if I disrupt the power right at the controller, unplug the head, those eyes will always snap back to this position right there. They will always come back. So when the power is totally disrupted, they will always return to here. Whereby the other Chucky, some of the other Chuckies will stay, the eye will stay open more. And the routine is different. So give that a look in all the different videos that are on YouTube. I see it. Once you become aware of it, you can easily spot it. So I just wanted to do a little follow-up on what my theory was with the problem here with that cheek coming dislodged off the servo mech. So anyway, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for subscribing, and we shall talk to you guys a little later.